Day one, trying to find those crystals. Things are going pretty well. Me and my crew, which is Team Dark and my soon to be adopted sister, Roxy the raccoon, Roxy the fox, and my Anne Maria, we are traveling through the multiverse, heading to the Ruby universe, trying to find the six crystals so that way I can get my wings back. We're meeting up with Team Ruby soon, along with Emerald and Mercury. So hopefully we'll get there soon.
Don't worry, big brother. I'm sure everything will be okay.
Thanks, Roxy. You know, I'll never forget the first day that we actually met.
Yeah, I'll never forget that either.
Yeah. Oh, oh, I didn't know the camera was going. Oh, hey, flamethrowers, it's me, Flame the Dragon Hog here, and I am here with my good friend Roxy the Fox. So go ahead, Roxy, say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Well, I guess, since we have time to kill, I guess I can tell you guys the story on how me and Roxy first met. Because believe it or not, Roxy and I, we're really close childhood friends.
Yep, that's right.
Well, it all started years ago when I was very, very young. And after training with Blaze to control my powers, I decided to go universe hopping. But that was way back when I had my wings. But anyway, unfortunately, the universe that I went to, it wasn't really a new universe. It was just a different part of Mobius. And I could tell because I saw my brother Sonic's tread marks on the road. So I started walking until I stumbled upon a town that was surrounded by Eggman robots. My powers were still a little bit rusty, so I did everything that I could to help. Even though my powers were a little bit rusty and I kind of burnt half the city down. Yikes. But luckily, I did manage to use my other abilities without my powers to repair it. And get this, guys. As I was about to leave, I saw a couple of stragglers, also known as messed up parts of the robots. They were attacking this one little girl. She was really in trouble. So I did my best to save her. And I actually ended up did. And that little girl was Roxy the Fox.
Yep, that's right. I was only really, really young then. I was around 7 years old.
Yep. Yep. And so from that day forward, me and Roxy, we actually looked out for each other. She even let me stay at her mom and dad's house because I needed a place to stay. I stayed there for a few weeks. And believe it or not, Roxy, she actually had a little secret that not even her parents knew.
Yes, you see, I wasn't really just a fox. I was actually a fire fox. I was actually studying pyrokinesis.
Yep, and I told her that I know pyrokinesis. And so we actually trained together. Yep, and before you know it, we actually created a bond with each other. In fact, our bond was so strong, we were almost like brother and sister. And so, believe it or not, she started calling me Big Brother. I didn't really worry about it because I felt like a big brother to her, even though she was an only child. Well, anyway, one day, me and Roxy, we were actually training really well until we decided to try this one move. It was called the flame charge. It's when we surround ourselves in a fiery aura and then charge right into enemies. Unfortunately, it was the most dangerous move of all.
But we needed to try.
Yeah, yeah. So right before we were about to try, Eggman robots actually captured Roxy's family. And so we worked together to try and save them. But when we got to Eggman's base, we were too late. Eggman have already destroyed them. Both her mother and father gone. So I did my best to try and save. So I tried my best to destroy them, but they were the two most strongest robots Eggman ever created. And Roxy, she was an orphan. Soon she discovered a new power deep within her, the power of rage. The power of rage. Soon that fiery aura surrounded her, and soon she charged right into those robots, not only destroying them, but also destroying herself. Soon I felt rage because I lost my one friend and the one I can call my sister. So I destroyed those robots. So I destroyed what was left of those robots in my newly discovered rage form. Soon I set my sights on Eggman. But he was so scared, he actually hopped in an escape pod and went back to his side of Mobius. Ugh. After when I snapped out of it, I couldn't believe it. Roxy was actually gone. Soon a fire flickered from within those ashes. And soon she was recreated. And believe it or not, guys, and because you see those orange marks on her ears and the tips of her hair, well, those weren't there before. They were a reward for being such a great fire master. Just like how I earned my stripes. Oh, well, highlights on my quills. Because you see, her and I, we actually trained together. So we earned our highlights together. It was great. And I had my sister back. I was so happy. But I was also yet upset. Because not only was she an orphan, but she didn't have anywhere else to go.
But I wasn't really worried. I wasn't worried at all because I knew with my new fire abilities, I can take care of myself now.
Even though she was only 7 years old. But then, years later, years later, which is the present now, I was in the hospital after being ripped to shreds by Bane. So, and believe it or not, she actually came to visit me. It was great. After knowing each other for so many years, I thought she forgotten all about me.
Now, how could I forget my big brother?
Aw, well, thank you. Well, anyway, now that she's back in my life, and I'm guessing maybe she might needed some more help. So after meeting my mom and my sister, she wanted to be part of my family. And so, yeah, she actually is now about to be part of my family.
Yeah, and I really can't wait to be your actual little sister.
And I can't wait to be your actual big brother.
Yeah, I know.
I really can't wait. And I really can't wait to get my wings back once we find all those crystals.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully everything will be okay.
Yeah, and also, oh, I almost forgot to mention, years later, she also helped me out to relieve stress. Because get this, she actually had another ability, which she likes to call magic fingers. She was really, really good at massages. So, every time when I was get angry and stressed out, she always massages me.
Yep, and since I'm really good with that, I also decided to use my magic fingers to help other people feel good. So I started a massage parlor.
Yeah.
Yep, and I'm guessing maybe I ought to give it up. So that way I could become a fighter like you.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. A beautiful girl like you shouldn't be fighting.
Why not? Your wife fights, your daughter fights, heck, even your mom fights. And they're both beautiful, and they're beautiful looking.
Well, I guess so. Well, I guess so. Alright, you can become a fighter.
Very well.
Alright then. Alright then. Well, guys, now you guys know how me and Roxy first met. It was great.
Yep, it was.
Well, guys, like I said before, you guys now know how me and Roxy first met. If you guys enjoyed our story, please leave a like and comment down below. And also, let me know in the comments down below if you guys want to hear more stories about me and Roxy and how well we trained together. Anyway, this is Flame the Dragon Hog,
And Roxy the Fox.
signing out for now. Later, flamethrowers.